Hey, 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 May 31st, what are you doing? I am doing wonderful. Last day of the month again. We seem to be doing a lot of last days of the month, haven't we? And we're going to work all the way up until we say it's just a couple of months till Christmas. It's only a month till Christmas. And then it'll be Christmas. End of story. Okay, that's the big story for tonight. So, how are you guys doing? It is another week. God was willing and the bridge was not up. How about that? Isn't that amazing? Evelyn says, spooky eyes. What have you been drinking? Oh, I do need to drink some water. My throat is a little scratchy tonight. Hi, Evelyn. How you doing? Here we go. Here we go. We are ready for another show. So tonight we're going to take the Fuji, and we're going to take her live. It'll be the first time that she has appeared live anywhere on any of my channels, actually. I think I might have made a recording or two with it, but that would have only been a recording. So it seems like things are settling down. We're ready to go into the month of June. June, da-da-da-da-dum. It's time to go. So we've got Evelyn is saying spooky eyes. What have you been drinking? I wish I had been drinking. My throat is a little bit scratchy and I don't like the feeling. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? So, and I also don't like it when everything seems to be working just right. Something is up. I get that feeling that something is up. You get that feeling sometimes? Something's going on. I just don't know what it is. So, I think I combed my hair. Looks like it's sticking up over there. It looks like it needs fluffing, but it ain't gonna happen now. So how you doing, Evelyn? How was your week? Did you do anything interesting? I could sing you a song just right off the bat. How about if I do that? Evelyn, you make my eyes sparkle. Evelyn, you make my heart beat harder. Evelyn, I love it when you're here. Such a sweet, 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 sweet dear. Evelyn, you're amazing. Thank you for being here, Evelyn. One day I will move that machine closer to me, so this way I don't have to reach over and turn on the church echo. So, Sammy is here. Oh, thank you for reminding me, Sammy. Better turn my phone on because my schedule is on a Friday because I want to take a nap, I want to take a bath or shower or whatever. Let's turn this thing on. I just turned my phone off, so I don't get texts, I don't get phone calls, I don't get nothing. The phone is off. So, it says I have gotten 4 texts and 3 phone calls. And that's not too bad. So that's from, I think I turned my phone off around 4:20. And I went and laid down. I fell asleep. Then I got up, took a nap. All right, so now the phone is on. So only call me for an emergency because being live, it doesn't freak me out, but it close to freaks me out. But yet I want Sammy and other people to be able to call me if there's a problem, okay? Randy and actually anybody that wants to call if there's a problem with the stream, okay? Now, if I have already recognized the problem, don't freak out. I don't freak out anymore. Now, if we have, a invasion of the United States, okay, I will freak out, okay? But if I lose my audio or I lose a video or something like that, I used to get so scared and I used to get so weirded out, and now it's just par for the course. You don't know what can happen during a live stream. And if you are planning on doing live streams, things do happen. You can't help it. When does it stop happening? If you are going to do like a live television show every single day, day after day, things kind of settle in because the equipment doesn't get touched. Everything's in the same spot. But I'll grab a camera and I'll use it and I'll put it back and I'll try to remember to set it up properly. And if I don't, it could be, bad, or I might bump the mic and I didn't realize I bumped the microphone. So now I checked every camera. Everything seems to be A-okay. So it's a little bit eerie because usually I make a mistake someplace and everything is working just fine. Uh-oh. Cheerios. Okay, so let's say hi. So Sammy is the one that reminded me to turn my phone on, and I've got it right here. So again, don't call me unless there's like a super emergency. Like if my audio goes out completely, Sammy, call me, okay? If a camera goes black, you don't have to call me. I'll realize it. I'll see it here because I'm looking at, well, Sammy's been here. He actually sat right. No, he sat to my right, okay? And Joey sat to my left, all right? So I did see, Sammy, I see you said hello. I did see when I just turned the phone on that Joey called me twice. Explained to him that about 4 o'clock on Friday, every Friday, Friday after Friday, I turn the phone off because I need to take a nap. Then I need to get up. I need to eat. I need to take a shower. I need to dry off. I might need to lay down and relax. And Sammy's the one that taught me, hey, Peter, just relax. It's a show. Relax. So I do. I lay down and relax. So I did send the invitations out. And those that got it, you got it. And you know what I'm talking about. So that is what's going on here. I'm actually more freaked out that we are entering the 6th month tomorrow. So the 6th month would be the Christmas month if we had half-year calendars. So you have January is 1, February is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? So the 6th month would be the Christmas month, which is June, even though I know they celebrate Christmas in July. Okay? But that's because it's the middle of the summer. All right? So tomorrow would be the beginning of December if we had a 6-month calendar, but we don't. We have a 12-month calendar, and therefore the 12th month is the Christmas month. That's when we celebrate Christmas. On what day? I forgot. What day do we celebrate Christmas? Golly gee whiz, Batman, I don't remember. Oh, the 25th. So June 25th, I don't have a calendar in front of me. I don't know if it falls on a Friday or not. So we are entering the end of the first half of the year. Now tell me that didn't go quickly. Okay, it just went very, very quickly. All right, so let's go. Sammy says hi. Mr. Camera Junkie, Louis says hi. Louis is here. He's in the house. Hi, Louis. He's up the road a little bit, okay? And he's saying hi to everybody, and that is a big hello back to you, Louis. And, of course, got to say hi to my favorite Aiden in the whole wide world. Aiden, how are you doing, big boy? Are you doing all right? I think you're doing okay. So that is, he plays with his toys a lot, which is great. And so hello to Aiden. And now we have, hey there, Peter. So glad to see you. It's David, who David owes me a phone call. He's supposed to call me and tell me what to do to make my hair not feel so much like straw. When I pull it out, oh, now it's not going to do it, right? It just stays out. Okay, I did stop because you told me, David, to stop the Head and Shoulders. So I did do that. And what did I switch to? I switched to something I can't pronounce. Tresemme? Trust me? It's a black bottle. It's a bottle of Trust Me. Okay, so that's what I'm using. And I do wash my hair almost every day. So you were supposed to call me, tell me what to do to make my hair like when I was young again. It just felt so silky smooth. So, oh, I did one more thing, David. I bought a bottle of leave-in conditioner. You spray it on, and it's something color. I did a little research, and I found that everybody and his uncle likes that one. It's something intensive color, something color, contact color, whatever. The word color is in the title. So sometimes I don't wash my hair every day now. Sometimes I just spray that gunk in, just move it around, and you know what? My hair actually feels maybe when I was 45, 50 years old. But when I was, 20, 30 years old, my hair was like yours. I mean, you run your fingers through your hair and it flops down like a commercial. Like you belong on a commercial, David. That's how beautiful your hair looks. And, Louis, Mr. Camera Junkie, his hair is absolutely awesome also. And Norm, his hair is awesome. They both have little hair. So, hi there, David. You know I love you, buddy. You're my brother in Christ. Never forget that, David. That's the most important day of the year of your life. Okay, he's been drinking a warm cup of Christmas magic cocoa. I wish I had something warm. My throat feels a little scratchy, but this is just water. Now, after the show today, I will be making my ice cream smoothie because I am so enamored. I am so in love with that machine. It's like I live with the Carvel person. They're just, or the Dairy Queen person. I don't think Carvel is across the country, so some of you guys might not know when I say Carvel. But this machine, you prepare what you want today, and it can be as simple as opening a bottle of liquid protein, like a Premier Protein or even Slim Fast. Pour it in there to the fill line, put it in the freezer. You need to freeze it for 24 hours. That would be the negative. That would be the negative part of it. It's not instant gratification. It's not like sex, where you have sex and you're satisfied. What's that song by the Rolling Stones? I can't get no bum bum bum. I can't get no satisfaction, but I try. Oh, I try. Okay. So you put whatever you want in the jar. Now, some people take it to a higher level, meaning more complicated. Okay. So you could even get a bottle of your favorite chocolate milk. What is that chocolate milk that you just can't resist? Get a bottle of that chocolate milk, pour it in that cup right to the fill line, okay? And after you pour it there, put the cap on there, put it in the freezer, 24 hours later, you put it in the machine, and it will make you a decadent, so thick, creamy, soft, smooth. It's like sex. It's better than sex. No, it's not. Okay, so anyway, it makes, and you just make them ahead of time. Just buy yourself some extra of those canisters, pile them up in the freezer. I think I need to start putting like painter's tape on top, and so I can remember what's in the container. Okay, and then just take it out. You put it in the machine. Now, everybody has their own way. You go to the bathroom your way. I go to the bathroom my way. You comb your hair your way. I comb my hair my way. You eat your food your way, like everybody. Some people like everything is divided, and some people like it all in one big pile. I'm the all in one big pile kind of guy, okay? I even dipped my French fries years ago from McDonald's into my chocolate shake or strawberry shake. I didn't dip them into ketchup. I dipped my French fries into my milkshake. So everybody's got their own way of doing things. So with the Ninja Creamy, I should put a link to it because it's one of the things that I urge you to buy. It will help your diet or your healthful eating, no matter what style you're eating, because you could take anything and make it a celebration. Because to me, ice cream is a celebration. So I take the frozen container. The container kind of looks like this. It's a little more rounded. This is a battery LED, so candle. So you can see the candle in there. so it's not going to burn me if I put my finger in there. And you fill it to the fill line, and you put the cap on it, and you put it level. It has to be level. That's important for the machine's sake, okay? It has to be level. And you put that in the freezer, and it will freeze your can of Slim Fast or your protein milk that you've been buying from Costco. So many of my friends eat that Premier Pro one. Let's move that over. Okay. And there's a bunch of other ones. Muscle milk. There's so many already made protein milks, and you drink the milk and you're satisfied. I'm not arguing with that. I do that, okay? But when you turn it into a silky, smooth, amazing ice cream, it becomes a celebration. And it makes my eating way of low sugar exciting again. Honest to God. So that's why I'm so hot on this machine. Now, what I do is I don't open a bottle of stuff and put it in there. I have been creating, making, inventing my own base recipe, which is, let's just call it vanilla. It's white, okay? Now, from there, I'm learning how to doctor it up. So I will make it into like a snickerdoodle cookie. And you do that by adding cinnamon. Here's the secret. Very simple. Cinnamon and maple syrup. And if you want to give it a little shot higher, you can give it a couple of drops, well, more than a couple of drops, a teaspoon of a banana flavoring. I can't add a banana. It's got way too much sugar. And I got snickerdoodle. Now, if I want to take that vanilla base, which is very simple, okay, water, cream, you add some kind of fat. You know, I'm not going to do that right here and give you the explanation. And until you arrive at a milky white base. Now, that becomes a protein shake all by itself. It's called vanilla. Add a little vanilla extract to it, put it in the freezer, and you've got a vanilla frozen blah, 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 whatever, okay? So now, you want to make it chocolate? There's a number of ways to make it chocolate. Are you low sugar like me, 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 me? La, 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 celebrating ice cream. Okay? You can add chocolate syrup, Hershey's chocolate syrup. Okay? Or I take and get the Hershey's cocoa powder, and I use the dark one instead of the regular one, because the regular one is kind of acidic. It makes like a little burn in my tummy. But the dark one, because it's done by a Dutch process, it's processed differently. There's no burn. Okay, so where are we? We're over here. Right, so I can make a chocolate. I can make snickerdoodle. I can take the white one. I can chop up some frozen strawberries from Costco, which makes huge strawberries. You chop them up, and you put most of them in. Okay, freeze that sucker. Then when it comes out, before you put it in, you put it in the machine. I run it 3 times in the machine. That's my pleasure point. I like it to be a little thicker than Wendy's Frosty, and kind of almost like a Dairy Queen soft serve. It's the spoon goes right through, but you could turn it upside down and it won't fall off your spoon. Now the Frosty, I don't think I would turn it upside down. Whoops, I don't think I would do that. All right. So it brings it to actually the consistency of a Dairy Queen, which is exactly what I like. So after, let's say I put the strawberries, okay, and I got it into the strawberry ice cream. It's all sweet. It's good. It's creamy as hell, okay. It's all amazing. The taste is what is unique. It's not low end on a scale of 1 to 10. Okay, it's a 4, 5, 6, so it's now tolerable. No. This one is a scale of 9.9. And certain flavors, it's a flat-out 10. It's better than going to Haagen-Dazs. It's just, when I say it's amazing tasting, I'm excited with it. I want to marry the machine. I want to live with it for the rest of my life. I want it in my life, okay? So you make your ice cream, and then take those little extra pieces of strawberry, and you dig a hole in your soft-serve ice cream now, and then dump in the strawberries and put it back in the machine and hit the button that says mix-ins. It's for mixing in all kinds of stuff. Chopped up brownies, chopped up bananas, chopped up M&Ms, chopped up strawberries. You can even chop up peaches. It's like, it's endless. So it's quite unique. So you can also do that if you're drinking the protein from the bottle, like the Premier Protein and the other ones that are popular, and just use the vanilla and drop some strawberries in there, chop them up a little bit, and you've got something magical, totally magical. So Sammy says, the cat says, hi, 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 hi. Hi, Pinky. How you doing, Pinky? Good to see you. Who you got, Pinky, or you got Boots? Who's in there with you, Sammy? Somebody's in there with you. So Philip says, hi, Peter. I see Fuji has focusing problems. I had a Fujifilm X2. It was a very enjoyable camera to use. The Fuji XT2 gave me the excitement of photography. So I have said in my title tonight that we're going to bring in the Fuji XH2. Let's do that right now, okay? And just so you know, Philip, I have been tuning the camera. The camera is so tunable. If you don't get it rightable, it's not going to workable wonderful, okay? So I'm beginning to sound like Tom Buck. He makes really fun puns. Fun puns. Tom, he needs to make a book. Tom Buck's Fun Puns. For the low, low price of $19.95, you get X number of pages of Tom's best puns. All right, so the camera's over there. That's why I'm looking over there. And what I did is I took the overhead camera and I ran the HDMI cable to the H2. Now, the big thing is, I don't know if I remember to turn the camera on. So let's see if I get a black screen here. I might have to get up. Nope, it's on. So this is the Fuji right now. So what did I do? I have it set to the profile that I like, and I honestly have run through so many profiles, I don't remember. But I do know I have it set to 1.4. It's a 33 millimeter Fujinon lens. It's set at 1.4. If it misfocuses, you'll see it. Okay, so if I lean back in my chair, okay, or if I put a box in front of me, before it was giving me a problem. If I put a box here, okay, it would lose focus on me. And then if I actually put a taller box, it would not focus on me. So if I lean back, my eyes were not in focus. The box was in focus. So what's happening now is the box is not in focus and my eyes are in focus. So what was the trick? It wasn't a trick. I had to go in the menu and I actually had to hunt down. It's not right there in front of you, okay? I had to hunt down eye focus, where it's looking for the eye, and then the hierarchy is it looks for an eye. So if it doesn't find an eye, it looks for the shape of a face. I'm not sure how it works, but it'll go there. And then if it doesn't find any of that, all bets are off, okay? So if I hold this up and hide my eyes, it'll focus. I'll bring in one eye, okay? So you see how my one eye is out of focus? I drop it down just a little bit, okay? Once it sees an eye, it leaves the box and it comes over to the eye, okay? Now, I was having that problem for quite a while until I found out you actually have to go in there and tell it, hey, Fuji, wake up, buddy. You actually have to go and tell it, I want you to prioritize the eye. You understand that? Because if you don't understand it, you and I are going in the backyard for 5 minutes, and by the time we come back in, you will be focusing on my eye. So this is a positive thing, Phil, okay? Because I was getting a little bit disgruntled with the Fuji. I figured I can't set it and forget it. So this room is all about set it and forget it. There's nobody in here to help me. It's me and you and me, ba-dum, bum, bum, and a little glass of water, okay? So when I turned that on, the camera did change character for the better, which is a good thing, because I was thinking, damn, Fuji still hasn't gotten focus figured out. And that just ain't right, okay? Because the camera for photography, this camera is inspiring for taking pictures. It feels good in your hand, and it brings home wonderful pictures. So the camera is sitting on a tripod off, away from all the other cameras, okay? Because if I put it in the middle here, the other cameras will pick up the back of this camera. And then I used one of Randy's tricks. Randy's tricks is you get one of those battery packs. Now Kyle, Subculture Outcast, bought me one of those. It looks like a cigarette, but like a flat cigarette pack. And it's a USB, power supply. So I've got the USB power supply plugged in directly to the camera by the USB cable, and I don't have, what do they call that, Randy? A dummy battery. So I don't have that option. So I'm hoping that we are trickling the battery down very little or none. Maybe it's running off of the power supply. I won't know until the camera actually goes black. When it goes black, I've exhausted something, right? But in my hands, the camera feels good. Now, the camera does have a few idiosyncrasies that I want to say, I guess it would be my own opinion, right? I want to say are just wrong choices. All right, so I do have a camera here. Okay, so when you open the door on a camera, okay, so if this was a camera, and it is, all right, now if I want to open the door and it's got a lock, all right, that you've got to click and then you can pull and open the door, well, it does it that way instead of this way. So now if this camera had that type of a battery door, if I want to open it, I would get my fingernail, okay, not the Fuji. Not the Fuji, does not work like this. But every other camera in this room works like this. And we've got Panasonic, we've got Sony, Eleanor, we've got Canon, we've got an E10, and we've got a Fuji Apple. Hello, you want Fuji Apple today? Okay. So you get your fingernail, you pull on the little clip, and while you're doing that, you put pressure here, and you slide, and then the door will open. Now, on the Fuji, you've got to take your thumb and press or move that release latch forward. But now you've lost the ability to pull the door back. It's very clumsy. Fuji, bad boy. Bad boy. Is it the right thing to do? Nay, nay, nay. Okay? Every time I go to get the card out, it's a two-handed operation. I got to pull with my nail the release latch, and then pull the door towards me. So the release latch, you push it away from you, and the door opens by pulling it towards you. Now, this sounds like a small thing, right? No big deal, Peter. Well, let me tell you something. While I'm in the kitchen or in the backyard and I'm working that thing, and I need to check and see if there's a card in there, I need two hands. I got to pull the latch with this hand and then pull the door back with this hand. So am I complaining? You bet your bippy I'm complaining. That just ain't right. I have no better words than that. When something's not right, it's not right. Like the court system in this country is going to hell in a handbasket. And I think you know what I'm talking about. They could use it to take anyone down, including me. So that ain't right. Fix it. Time for water. I have to cool off. I'll turn it that way. So, Phil started this whole thing. So you can blame Phil for all of this complaining about the Fuji. But the focus system, once I did turn on to use the iFocus override, things started to change. So now I need to do a walk around in the backyard where it lost focus on me. I don't know, Phil, do you watch my Patreon channel? Because I'm putting 8 or 9 out of 10 videos up there for free. I have to put some in for membership, all right? But I basically opened it to the public, and I'm hoping by doing that, somebody will find it in their heart to join and support me for the $1 per month. The $1 per month is not a lot, so I do appreciate everybody that has given whatever amount that you give there. I appreciate it. So to show you that I appreciate it, I've opened it up to be almost all free, which means go watch my daily videos. They're fun. They're not structured or semi-structured like this one where I'll break into a song. On the Patreon channel, which is completely independent from YouTube, okay, I do what I feel like that day. Okay, if I'm making my smoothie, if I'm making ice cream, if I'm cutting the grass, if I'm playing with a new lens, which reminds me, the Fuji, since we are talking about Fuji, I was able to get 2 lenses. Oh, it needs some love. Okay, the link from B&H, because they loaned me the Fuji and the lens that's on there, which is the 33 millimeter 1.4 Fujinon. Now, Fuji does make a great lens, okay? Got a spot on here. Never rub your lenses dry. Always give them a little moisture. Don't blow on the lens. You don't want your spit. You don't want anything that's in your mouth on the lens. But if you do a low, like practice a low exhale, where you're just making heat, okay? When you're making just heat, that's the proper way to fog up glass. And there is no glass, including plexiglass or glasses that are not real glass, okay, that you should rub dry. That's just part of life. All right, so this is the Sigma. This is the second lens that I borrowed from B&H. So I'm asking you to click on the link in the description. Just go to B&H and look at the camera. That's all you have to do. Then go back to whatever you're doing. That's it. And if you could remember, do that 2 or 3 times during the week, because they rate me as to how much traffic I bring to their site. If I bring no traffic, they're not going to let me borrow, you know, what do you call these things? Camera stuff, right? So I got the 33 millimeter lens, 1.4, which is what you're looking at. And I got, this is a crazy good lens. This is a Sigma 10-18. I wish I had this lens on my Sony mount. I have it, courtesy of Randy, on my Panasonic mount. And anytime I'm going to do any vlogging or walking around or any, the 10-18 goes on there. I wish I had this same lens on the Sony mount, because this lens is magical. It's a 2.8, straight 2.8. It's incredibly light, incredibly small. It's perfect to put this on and take the camera with you. Now, what you don't have with this is you don't have any real reach. 10-18 is basically 16-24. So if you need a telephoto or something stronger, put it in the car with you so you at least have it handy. But this Sigma is one of the, as Sly would say, winner, winner, chicken dinner. Okay? So that is an amazing lens. So let's get back to Juice This, to the Pipples. So I said hi to Philip. Love you, Philip, by the way. Evelyn says, turned you off on computer and was just watching with TV. Thanks for the song. Oh, you can see me on the television set? That's pretty cool. That's very nice. I like that. Do I look good on the TV? Because the TV is much harsher than a computer or a cell phone. Even if I don't tell me I don't look good, okay? It's wait till the end of the show, then tell me, you look terrible, Peter, okay? Okay, so hello, Peter and the gang from Whoopig podcast, the Whoopig podcast. And hi, love you, thank you for being here. I appreciate everybody that comes in. Something happened tonight, so he will message you privately. I don't know what you're talking about, but what happened? What happened? Uh-oh. Did something bad? Well, don't tell me now during the show. I'll just get upset. I'll call you as soon as the show's over to find out what's going on, because now you've risen my curiosity, Sammy. I hope everything's okay. Is it something where everybody needs to pray immediately? Then I'll just tell everybody to pray. Just tell me, Sammy. Give me the word. Evelyn says, I will stay on the computer now, just watching and learning. Evelyn, sweetheart, just enjoy being here, okay? That's what I want for you. Whatever you learn, okay? But I try to make the show enjoyable. I remember my dad in his upper years, and there were things that brought him joy. And that's what this show is about. It's not about, like my big channel is about cameras, lens, cameras, lens. This one, I might talk about anything, okay? I might break out into a song. Evelyn, you know when I reach for that button, I'm gonna sing somebody a song. And right now, that song is for Evelyn. I'm pretending I have a mic in my hand. It's not a mic, don't be fooled. It's a tripod. Actually, it's Randy's tripod. But I'm pretending like a kid that this is something I can play with and sing a song into my tripod. Evelyn, have a good time. Evelyn, be happy in your heart. It helps you to live longer and feel better. When you get upset, just change your mic to another mic and pretend you're singing a song to someone you love. Even if they can't hear you, just sing a song. You'll feel better in your heart if you sing a song. If you've got a kid, sing him a song. If you've got a mama, sing her a song. If you've got friends in a YouTube live chat, sing them all a song. I feel guilty every time I got to reach over there and push that button. It gives me the echo, you know, because if I sing without the echo, it's not as much fun for me. And I like to have fun too. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Okay, so I sang, up, 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 it went so fast, boom, boom, da, 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 da. It went so fast. Are you singing me a song, Sammy? I sing Sammy songs. Sammy loves it. Sammy makes up songs better than me. Woo, woo, woo. Oh, shoot. I'll make sure to call tomorrow. Sorry about that, Peter. Around 11 a.m. No, 11 a.m.? I'm sleeping, big boy. No 11 a.m. on a Saturday. Nay, nay, nay. Okay? 1 o'clock, my time, would be much better. At about 5, 6 o'clock, I get up, I go pee, and I go back to bed, and I go back to sleep. 9, 10, 11 o'clock, I get up, I go pee, go back to bed, I go back to sleep. And especially on a Saturday. 11:30, 12:30, 1:30, I get up. I might pee, I might not, but I'll stay up. And David, I didn't do that to guilt you, buddy, okay? I'm just reminding you. Because if I'm doing the right thing, you don't have to bother. Just text me. But if you want to talk to me, then call me. Call me. Don't forget to call me, David. Okay, so I have a question. Has the Fuji lost focus anytime during this night? Because I have left it on. We are Fujiized. This is a Fuji nation right now. Okay. Bop, 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 bop. Leave-in conditioner is a thumbs up. Yay, I did something right. How about that, David? You must have put it in my brain. From your brain, You sent me a mental message. Peter, go to Sally's and buy a leave-in conditioner. But I didn't do that, okay? I went to Amazon. No, you know what I did? I went to Google. You know, Google knows everything. I'll just leave it at that, okay? Google knows nothing. And this one conditioner came up, and it's got the word color. And it's probably got the most thumbs up on Amazon. And I bought that. And back when I first asked you, because you said stop with the Head and Shoulders, because Head and Shoulders dries out your hair. And I stopped. And then I got the Trust Me shampoo. Tresemme? I have no clue how to pronounce it. So I used that shampoo. And actually, it's a little ironic. Ever since I stopped using Head and Shoulders, the dandruff got better. What's up with that? That's kind of crazy, you know? So I've always had a dandruff, and it cycles. Like, it gets bad and then goes away, you know? It's embarrassing because I don't like people, instead of talking to me and looking at my eyes, they look at my shoulders like, what is that you have on your shirt, Peter? What is that you have on your shirt? Nothing. I just washed my hair. And I did spray in the leave-in conditioner. All right, so that's my buddy, David. I love David. David is awesome. And here's Scotty. I love Scotty, too. Mabel's famous hot beef sandwiches. You know, I don't know what a hot beef sandwich is. It's just like a hot sandwich? Homemade mashed potatoes. Ooh. All covered in mushroom gravy. Ooh. This is better than sex. Fresh streamed broccoli. Ooh. And home canned peaches. Okay. Where's the ice cream, Scotty? Do you pay attention, big boy? My buddy, my pal. You want another hug? Scotty, get me some ice cream. No ice cream, no hugs. That's all. Or one of those cans. Okay? One of my Ninja Creamies. You guys need to look up the... I'm going to put the description... Not the description. The link in the description after the show. The machine is that good. And don't pay more than $150 because they go up to $250. Okay? Whatever they can rip you off with, that's what they will do. Walmart's got it for $149. And that's where you should buy it. And I do have a link. Not in this show. I might look smart, but in reality, maybe I'm not so smart. Oh, Sammy loves Carvel. Well, you would love the Ninja Creamy. It's like eating Carvel. It's amazing. All right, so I want to get off of the Fuji, but the whole purpose of the show tonight is that we are looking at the Fuji. So this is the Fuji. Can you make a Wendy's Frosty in that gadget? Yeah, you know what you do? You run it through 2 or 3 times. Every time you run it through, it gets a little softer, a little softer, a little softer. So if you want to make it at a Wendy's consistency, you just spin it up. It takes about 2 minutes on a spin up. You push the button, 2 minutes later, it's done. Okay? If it's too hard, you push the button again. So for me, it's 3 pushes of the button. And I've learned the machine a little bit, Scott. So I use different buttons because even though the buttons are labeled something to get your juices flowing, they're nothing more than speed controls. So I start off with a slow, which will break up. Because remember, it's frozen. Now, have you ever had that thing where you try to get a spoon into a frozen ice cream and you just can't get it in? Okay, that's how it comes out of the freezer. So I don't want to break my machine. I love the thing, okay? So I use the ice cream button, which is, I think, somewhere around 1,000 to 1,200 RPM. So it's a slower. And it goes down and comes back up because it's like a shaving blade. You know, like a helicopter blade that lowers and comes back up, right? And after I do that, that's round 1. Then they won't let you just push the button again. Isn't that stupid? Really? You've got to detach it, take the thing out, put it back in, latch it in place, then push the next button. So the next button I push is called light ice cream. It takes it up to almost 1800 RPMs, and it takes the full 2 minutes down and up, and it stays at the 1800 RPMs all the way down and all the way up. So on round 2, it would make it, what would it be like? It would make it like a ice cream that you've left on the counter for maybe 15, 20 minutes. Okay? Hard ice cream. Now, when I do that the third time, Carvel, here we come, baby. It's not runny. It's creamy as could be. It's actually sexy running my spoon through my pint of ice cream. So yes, you can easily make a chocolate Wendy's Frosty in there. The easiest way to do it is get the protein milkshake that you like, that you buy at Costco, where they got like 5 different brands. Pour it in the container, freeze it, and run it through the thing 3 times. Okay? Maybe 4 if you want it more Wendy's. And they even have a repeat button, so you don't have to, it doesn't sound as bad as what I'm saying. So yeah, you could make everything. Ice cream from Carvel is my favorite. Oh, Sammy, next time you come here, I'm going to have to take you to Carvel, or I will make it for you here with real chocolate milk, not my kind. Cookie Puss is amazing. One of the best ice cream cakes I have ever had. Oh, they have a flavor for the protein powder now called Cake Pop, which is like, oh, I haven't bought it yet, but boy, does that sound extra? Does it sound extra? There are third-party extra canisters for that Ninja, 4 for $20. That's what I bought, right? It's 4 for $19, $20, good to round it up. So I have the 2 that came with the machine, and the 4 for the $18.99, I think is what I paid for it. And I have 6, and it's not enough. I'm making it 2 or 3 times during the week just to keep my ice cream on hand. So instead of making a morning smoothie now, I speak English, trust me. Instead of making a morning smoothie now, anytime you guys want to pop in, okay, I'm open. Jim, Carlos, Sly, it'll ring. I'll have to put these things on because I've learned my lesson. Okay. But only come on when you're ready, because it's easier to watch me not through that contraption and having to wear earbuds. So I have 6, and I need another 6. I eat 2 a day, so basically I need 14. So I have 1 for breakfast. Instead of making the smoothie in the Vitamix blender, I take one of those out because it is my smoothie. I have made my exact smoothie that I put and drink in the morning, and I have it as ice cream. So now I have 2 choices in the morning. I can pull the Vitamix out. Well, it's not away, it's on the counter. And I can make my liquid smoothie. And one and done. Or I can open the freezer. It's a drawer. Ours is a drawer. Well, a lot of people have the second door. Got to keep them level while they're liquid. You don't want them angled like that. Okay, you want to keep it level. I take one of those. I pop it out. I'm enamored with the ice cream. So I have one of those for breakfast, lunch, brunch. Okay. And then at maybe 3, 4 o'clock, I'll have a little snack of some type. No sugar. I might even just have a little bowl of coleslaw, my homemade coleslaw. And then I have my dinner, which would be a hamburger or chicken or anything that I would like for dinner. And after this show, or actually now it's 10, I can't see what the time is. I can tell right here, 10:50. So right between the 10 and 11 o'clock hour, I will grab a second one of the ice creams. I will spin it 3 times. I will take my Carvel ice cream because it makes like a Carvel ice cream. So the ones that I made today are 100% chocolate, and I even made them extra chocolatey, okay? And I will just snuggle up in my bed. I sit up because I can't lay down and eat. Get a movie going or watch something on YouTube or Rumble or Patreon. And a pint of ice cream is a lot of ice cream. You usually get 2 scoops, right? No, no, no. Nay, 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 nay. Peter don't want no 2 scoops. Peter wants the ice cream. I want the ice cream. The extra large when I go to Carvel. Okay, you want this size? No, 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 no. That one. Are you this size? No, 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 not that one. That one. How about this? This is the large. No, 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 no. Nay, 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 nay. I don't want that one. I want that one on the end. I want a big one. Oh, you big boy. You want a lot of ice cream. Okay. So, yeah. So the pint, well, it's just the right size. All right. Now, they do make a newer model. It's called the Deluxe. And it is 1 cup larger. But that might be too much. I don't want to get sick. You know, it's just the right amount. 1 pint of ice cream for me. And I've been losing weight. That's the joke. I laugh. How is it possible to eat ice cream and lose weight? That's because the ice cream is made by Peter. And it doesn't have sugar. No sugar. Okay? So, our little piggy says the E1 looks amazing. I'm not letting them rotate right now. I'm letting everybody see the Fuji. So let's go to the rotating cameras. Okay, let's turn those on, and then I'll swing my chair over here. Okay, so now, oh, look what came up. The exact one that Piggy Moo is actually talking about. The E1 looks amazing, smells amazing, tastes amazing. It's just amazing to see. Actually, I'm hoping to get all my cameras to be looking amazing, but some of them, I gotta admit, look more amazing than others. Welcome to the Joneses. Happy Friday, Peter and friends. Hi, Anthony, my buddy. I love you, buddy. Thank you that you still pop in. You still come in to say hello. That is so wonderful. That is so nice. And I appreciate it. You know what I think of when I think of you? I think of the kids. I hope the kids are having a good time. I hope they're behaving and you're raising good, solid, strong stock for the next generation. I hope your kids are awesome. And where is the puppy dog? Oh, here it is. Do you have any young ones, Anthony? Really babies? So if you do, I will, because I know there's a couple of kids that will watch this because their parents are here, and this dog will sing. So I'll keep it handy. So if you got some kids, let me know, Anthony, and I'll play that for you. Ba 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 bum. Jim says, I'm here, computer issues. That's Jim. So I guess Jim ain't coming in tonight. He's got computer problems. Hi, Cannon. How you doing, buddy? You think I'm ignoring you? Cannon's on this end of the room, and the Fuji is on that end of the room. So they're like miles apart. So Charles is here. Hi to all friends. Hi, Charles. Right back to you. Okay. Anthony says, I love my Fuji XH2. Okay. And still loving my XT3. Fuji makes a very nice camera. It's kind of hard to bring them to be obedient. Now, the XH2 the XH2S that you've got is the same as the XHS that I have, but the two will, this one that I have will do 8K. It's a crop sensor. It'll do 8K. So you take the 8K away and speed up the camera a lot. and go from a 40 megapixel sensor down to, what is it, a 25, 24 megapixel sensor, and you've got the S2. Otherwise, they're basically the same camera. So you know exactly what I'm doing when I work that camera. So good for you, Anthony. You picked out a good one. Good for you. Here's my buddy Shane. Hi, Peter Gregg Live. I might tap you if you're available Sunday night, my time, 8 o'clock. I'm not sure I'm doing the show live, but if I am, I'll send you an invite, and it's not a high-pressure invite. It's not like, oh, I got to get everything ready. No. It's casual, okay? Do wear clothes, though. And if you come on with me Sunday night at 8 o'clock, if we are back home, because we're going to somebody's birthday, and we're going to my favorite restaurant, which is the Country Club, which is an all-you-can-eat. I eat turkey and lots of meat, and they have, what do you call those eggs where they put the hollandaise sauce on top? They got those. So I don't eat the muffin, but I eat the eggs Benedict. I knew it'll come to me eventually. Okay, and I'll eat 3 or 4 of those without the English muffin. So one of my other brothers or one of the grandkids will grab the English muffin because I'll automatically pull it out. You know, you can eat that, Peter? Boom, it's gone. Okay, kids are wonderful, especially when they're close to you and they feel they own you, but there's still that line of respect. It's one of the most wonderful feelings because you can't go around hugging everybody, even though I do, okay? But when they're your kids or your brother's kids, you just grab them and hug the hell out of them, and they just giggle. They just love it, okay? So I didn't know you had a Fuji, so tonight is special for you. Well, let's put the Fuji back on just for Anthony. 3, 2, 1... Fuji! This is the one that's not the 2. So this is the 40 megapixel, and it does 8K. So it packs a punch. And this is a Fuji 33 millimeter lens, LM lens. I was told, who told me? Peter, my friend. I have a friend named Peter. There's a lot of Peters in our family. Okay, he says get the LM motors. Okay, LM motors sounds like a car dealership, right? Oh, let me turn the chair so I'm sitting correctly. So I said hi to Shane in Australia. Kimbuka, long time no catch a stream. Hey, Peter and everybody, love you. Thank you for coming in. I love the name. It makes me feel happy when I say it. Kimbuka. When you watch soccer, I've been watching more soccer lately because someone in this house has gotten into soccer. They've got this announcer that is annoying as hell. When somebody scores, he just... what does he do? He says something... goal! I mean, it's so annoying. He never shuts up. I'll give you $1 if you shut your mouth, buddy. God, it's annoying. So... and the friend that I watch with, he just laughs and laughs and laughs. So Charles says, why do you need to open the door to see if you have a card in? Just look at the screen. It tells you if you have a card or 2. I'm just not any good. I'm a lousy person. I don't do it the right way. I do things the wrong way. So... the right way to have said that, okay, if we're going to keep on going down these kinds of roads, is, the screen on the top will show you if there's a card in there or not, okay? But the way it's phrased here is a little bit with a knife. Now, if you want to do it with a knife, that's your business. But I get to respond. So if you're wondering what the hell is going on with Peter, it's the language, okay? That's what's going on. So I will try to get some sandpaper and make the language a little smoother. That'll make it better for everybody. So the screen on the top will show me if there's a card in the whatchamacallit door. But regardless, the latch is backwards. You ain't going to change my mind on that one. But I never knew that the screen on the top would show me. There's a nice way to say it, and that's what I want from the people that love me. The people that don't love me and the people that are just trying to nag, they will say things in a sharper way. So that puts the ball in your court. Okay? You want it to be smoother? Then say it smoother. I try to say things smoothly. That's all I'm trying to say. Bop, 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 bop. Also, the 33mm lens is not a video lens. That's what I have. A 33mm linear motor lens. 1.4. One more thing. Both lenses you choose do not cover the 40 megapixels. Bad, 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 Peter. I still love you anyway, Charles. Lighten up, buddy. There's a nice way to say things, and there's a way to say things that just agitate people. I would much prefer if you're that sweet, loving, kind man that I met. Okay? That's what you need to practice on phrasing. Especially since you have your own show, people want to love you. You're just cuddly. You're huggable. You're lovable. Be that cuddly, huggable, lovable guy, okay? Because if you're not, you're going to get a little bit of a push here because you make me better, I want to make you better. The Bible says friends sharpen friends. We're in a sharpening process here, okay? Doesn't matter. The lenses that I have are the lenses I have. I don't have an arsenal of lenses, okay? So Evelyn says, you look marvelous. Such a sweetie pie. Thank you. Evelyn, as good as I look, you look 100 times better. And on top of it, you're beautiful. I'm not so beautiful. Okay. So she says, thanks again. See, how many guys do you know that will just sing to you, Evelyn? That's what makes the show unique. I will break out in song because it's a loving, kind, sweet thing to do. And I think it's awesome. You're one of two girls that are in here. So it's kind of like you're going to get the attention. Piggy says it has hunted about 3 or 4 times. See, I didn't see it happen. So that's good. Now I know something I didn't know 4 seconds ago, 7 seconds ago, 9 seconds ago. I can't even coordinate my fingers. Okay. So it has broke. It shouldn't have hunted. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. I got eyes here. Oops. I didn't realize it. Was it after I put the dog here? Piggy Moo? Was it after I put the dog there? I took the dog away. I wonder if the dog interferes. That is a cool test. Now, which eyes is it going to go for? My eyes are still in focus. I thought maybe that the dog's eyes were making it, was fooling it. Okay? But it doesn't seem to be. Now I'm befuddled. I've been waiting all day to say that word. Befuddled. Okay. So, Peter, my friend. Peter, my friend, my wife? Oh. I'm not your wife. I didn't notice that you were in the bed with me. Okay, Peter, my friend, comma. I have to learn to read English. Ime Elinos, denga talaveno inglesica. Denga talaveno tipota. Ime kutos, etsi leo ime kutos, denga talaveno tipota. Panayoti, my friend, my wife and I want to send you special gift. Where can I send it? What is your address? My address is 12345 No, what you need to do is email me. I can't give my address publicly because there's a little bit of a security problem, okay? My email address is where, Sammy? My email, well, Sammy might be in bed by now. All right, my email address is, I believe, in the description. But if it's not, look in one of my shows on the big channel. I have a channel that's not Peter Gregg Live. It's just Peter Gregg, and it'll say how to contact me. Shoot me an email, and then I can send you my address, okay? You, by the way, shouldn't give out your address live either. People are not good people on this planet, okay? Just because you're a good guy, I'm a good guy, even Charles is a good guy, okay? You don't share that with and publicly because of bad guys. I don't want to see any of my family, extended family, everybody here to get hurt because of something like that. Mr. Camera Junkie says, trust-me is great. Now, how do you say that, Louis? Trust-me. It sounds like trust me, but with a little slur. Kind of like with the Cuban next door. Trust-me. It's the shampoo I choose. I do. It's trust-me, that shampoo. Yeah, that's the one I bought. Is it any good? It looked good, okay, and there was a lot of thumbs up on it. Bop, 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 bop. Charles is still correcting me. Second, neither lens that you are using is a video lens. Bop, 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 bop. Oh, look at that. Sly's eating dinner while we're watching. We are watching. Now, I wonder who is watching while we're eating dinner. I think somebody is watching that would actually like to see this. And Aiden and Haas and the other young kids, okay, this will sing to you. Yes, it's a singing bear. Okay, you didn't know that, did you? You didn't know that it's a singing bear? What? It's going to sing a song for you. Can you see? Can you see? Watch. Haas, watch. Aiden, watch the bear. Oh, it's getting warmed up. I could feel it. It wants to sing a song. Oh, it's going to scare me when it sings. It's going to scare me. Woo!
Charlie, oh St. Nicholas, lean your ear this way. Don't you tell a single soul what I'm going to say. Christmas Eve is coming soon. Now, you dear old man, whisper what you'll bring to me. Tell me if you can. All the stockings you will find hanging in a row. Mine will be the shortest one. You'll be sure to know.
Wow, did you hear that? Hey, you did a good job. You get a kiss. Mwah. You get a second kiss. Mwah. That's my singing puppy. We have to name him. What are we going to name this guy? We got to give him a name. How about Silver Bells? Silver. You want to be called Silver? Huh? You want your name to be Silver? Would you like your name to be Silver? I pushed the button!
Don't you tell a single soul what I'm going to say. Christmas Eve is coming soon. Now, you dear old man, whisper what you'll bring to me. Tell me if you can. All the stockings you will find hanging in a row. Mine will be the shortest one. You'll be sure to know.
Oh, what a good boy. Okay, you go back to sleep, okay? Okay, that's for our little peoples in here, for them to have enjoyed that. Okay? And Sly saying hey to Charles. Oh, Charles said hi to Sly. So Charles says hi, Sly. And Sly says hi, Charles. And Woody, bo Woody, banana, nana, fo footy, fee, fi, fo footy, Woody. I love Woody. Hi, Peter and everybody. I sent you a message this week. Didn't hear back from you. It was about the wall you talked about. You know, I might have missed it. I'm going to have to look. How did you send it to me? Was it email? I'll look through there. If it was through text, we did have an internet outage. I don't want to say a day, maybe a half a day. And I think some of those things, my hair doesn't look combed, but I ain't touching it. Okay. Oh, the Vietnam wall. Oh, it took a second for that to come back to me. Okay, so let's go back to the revolving cameras, and I can turn my chair back this way. Hi, Eleanor. How you doing, sweetie pie? I named this camera Eleanor. It's the ZVE1. Okay, and Charles says, I am drinking wine with my girly friend. Italian wine. Ooh, the good stuff. The good. Charles is breaking out. Oh, where it is. Where are we? Over here. The good stuff. Roy says, my Ninja doesn't make coffee. I'm sending it back to Atomos. You know, I have the same problem, Roy. My Ninja 5 won't make coffee. I'm sending it back. I wanted to make ice cream. Good for you, Roy. But you still got your sense of humor, big boy. We love you. We love you, love you, love you, Roy. We love you so much. Okay, I see you, Carlos. Okay, so I'll bring you in a minute. I'm all wound up here, so let me calm it down. Okay, Charles says, I don't mean to sound insulting. I know you don't, okay? That's why I'm mentioning it, because I've met you. Honest to God, you're sweet, sweet like pie, but you come across like gangbusters. And if you keep doing that, you're going to piss me off, okay? But that doesn't mean I'm going to stop loving you, okay? So just smooth it out. Just pretend I'm the one with the problem. Oh, I have to talk sweet to Peter because he acts like a girl, okay? You can even insult me if you want. But if you ring my bell, I'm going to push the button. Okay, no problem. The white-haired fox. Oh, you talking about Sly? Sly? Oh, I was going to say she'll be on right after me, but she won't be. Hi, Phil. And hi to your wife. If she's sitting there watching, she probably thinks, how do you say trelos? Dan catalaveno ti logo na po. Thelo na lego. You know the word I'm going for, right? She's probably laughing at me, okay? But that's the whole point, is to make it fun. I was talking in Greek to Phil. Sounds good, Peter. I am happy to join, no problems. Just shoot me a link. Now that is cooperation. Cooperation. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Oh, this is the first time in my whole life I can actually look at my bottle when I put my body, which is naked. Gotta tell you that. Everybody cover your eyes. When I go in the shower, I can honestly look at my bottle eye to eye and say, Tresemme, 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 Tresemme. Oh, my beautiful bottle you are, and I love you. You make my hair so nice and shiny. Tresemme, Tresemme, Tresemme. Louis told me how to pronounce your name. That's good. I like it. Bum, 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 bum. I thought it was Rudolph, not a bear. Now you got me looking. I don't know what the hell. I think it's a puppy dog. Did I say bear? I think it's a puppy dog. I'm not sure. If you're a puppy dog, you go ahead and sing a song. If you're not a puppy dog, then don't. It's a puppy! It's a puppy!
Don't you tell a single soul what I'm going to say. Christmas Eve is coming soon. Now, you dear old man, whisper what you'll bring to me. Tell me if you can. All the stockings
I thought you were finished.
hanging in a row. Mine will be the shortest one. You'll be sure to know.
Randy is right. It's a dog. Okay, Silver. Silver bells, you sit there. Can't call it jingle bells, so anybody that says that, not going to happen. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Sent it through Messenger on the phone. Okay, I'll check. I'll go through my old messages. Trelos, that's what I was looking for. Ime trelos, tita supo. Okay, but a happy one. I know what it means. I just couldn't say it. Okay, trelos means crazy. Xeracephalos and trelos and all the what. And I used to make my grandmother laugh because I would say, "Yaya, imikutos, tipota." They're not around, so I don't speak very much Greek. Okay, so hi to your wife. Tell her my apologies for just making a mishmash out of Greek. But I'm trying. It gives me some practice time. Right, Phil? Excellent. Okay. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Charles says, good night, my love. Gotta do errands for tomorrow's wedding shoot, my love. Okay, so that basically brings our show to a close. But we might have somebody in the wings. And let me see who this is. He's probably sitting there laughing his head off, wondering, when is this guy going to get psychiatric help? He really needs it. Okay, that's what he's probably thinking over there. I got to put my earbuds in, or we're going to get feedback like you ain't never heard before. I ran over the wire with my wheels. Okay, so are you all tested and ready to come in? Okay, let's bring... I can't bring you in there. I'll find a spot. Don't worry. I'll find a spot. You're not going to be left out in the cold. I would never do that to you. Wow. I just got to find a camera that's cooperative.
All right.
Would this be it?
Mm-hmm.
Ba, 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 ba. With the sound of music. Okay, that camera will allow me to bring... Look who that is! I should have worn my blue shirt tonight. That's what I should have done.
I know. See, I'm trying to emulate Peter with that blue shirt, man. Yeah.
There he is. All right, wait a second. I got to stick you in my ear.
Okay.
It's better than anywhere else, right? All right, I can hear you now. Oh, well, you sound just like the Daily Man. I watch him. He's got a YouTube channel. Yeah, he has a YouTube channel, and he's actually pretty good. You sound just like him, and you look just like him.
Yeah, that's a great compliment. I'm just saying, that's a great compliment. I am tuning in tonight for one reason only.
Uh-oh, am I in trouble again?
Yeah, I want to know. I told my wife last night I need to start freezing some protein drinks.
I am making big headway. I should own that company, right? That's how good that thing is really.
You made that look so yummy. It's like I wanted to go do it immediately because it looked so creamy, and it looked like Haagen-Dazs creamy.
You know, creamy comes in a number of different tastes. Creamy can be watery. It can look creamy, but it can be watery. Okay. So the recipe that I've made actually is like thick and creamy like a Haagen-Dazs. Now, I've seen so many people open a bottle, pour it in, freeze it overnight, 24 hours, but they never say what it tastes like. So that's the gotcha. Okay.
Yeah,
so if you buy one of those, you're going to have to tell me how now, brown cow, how did it do, you know?
I will. And I'm learning because I've lost like 11, 12 pounds maybe.
Now that is congratulations is in order for that.
You. And that's because, you know, I'm doing what you did, and I am feeling unbelievably better. I mean, just a lot of things I was experiencing before are kind of going into remission, you know. So you
don't get those hallucinations where you think you're the president anymore, and
Yeah, no, not so much, but
I'm
it's
not ready
been
to get super serious yet, as you can tell, and I can't find the wire. Oh, there it is. Okay.
okay. Well, I'll tell you where your wire is if you really want
Yeah,
me
I'll
to
tell
tell
you
you.
where my wire is. Now it's under my butt. Okay, I'm sitting on it because it's like gonna get pulled out. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Make sure
All
it's
right.
crammed in there nicely. That's right. But anyway, yes. So I was just I think, I mean, I had a few minutes before I got to get out of here. I just saw my last client, so I'm like,
Oh, let me
oh,
see where you are. Oh, you're at the
yeah,
office. That's not your house.
right, right. I'm at my office, and so, but I wanted to poke in for a minute to say hi and say hello to everybody in the, in the house in the Christmas room.
Well, wait. I'm
Uh,
not gonna let you go that easy.
okay,
Where did you see the video that you got enticed with?
on where do you think? You want me to
I
promote that a
don't.
little bit? Is that what you're doing? Is that what you're doing right now?
Yeah, but I put it on Patreon and I put it somewhere else, and I don't know where you saw it.
You did. No, I just saw it on Patreon. That's where I saw it.
Ah, okay. That's
Okay.
kind of important. All right. That's good.
Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, so go ahead and promote it. Tell me how wonderful I am. You know,
If
the
you if you have
the
not watched Peter's latest, oh, and by the way, there's one that I'm saving for tomorrow, and I'm anticipating what it's going to be about because your title was absolutely flawless. You know which one I'm talking about. This video that you
actually
made,
no.
the thumbnail, the
Is it
thumbnail,
recent?
I cracked up. I mean, I was cracking up when I saw that thumbnail,
I did my job.
and I can't wait to watch it tomorrow because I know a little about
Oh,
that.
oh, is it about the rats?
Yep,
Okay. Is it the one that if you don't fart you're gonna die?
that's right.
Okay. That's on Patreon, right?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, well, since you're a psychiatrist, I'll tap into you. I have a hard time killing the mice and the rats. It
Do you?
just, yes, I do. Where my brother just like, bam, you're gone. Okay, now
Yeah,
I realize
yeah.
I'm not going to start a save the mice movement. Okay,
Okay.
they don't belong in my house. I understand all that. All right,
Hmm.
but my bad brother used to put these glue traps around.
Okay.
That's a horrible way for a mammal to die.
Yeah, it is. It's torque.
Okay.
Yeah, it is. I agree. Yeah.
At 3 in the morning, they caught one. I took it
Mm-hmm.
out on the patio. I
Mm-hmm.
brought a big cup of flour,
Okay.
okay, and I have tweezers for cameras and stuff. They're like that long, okay,
Okay.
and I just rocked that thing back and forth, pouring flour. Or it might have thought I was nuts, okay, but
Mm-hmm.
I got it free and put it out in the yard where a cat immediately came and killed it. No, I'm not. I'm just kidding on that part. I'm just kidding. Everybody calm down. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I set it loose in the yard. That's
Okay.
it's a mammal. If you're going to kill it, kill it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
Yeah.
hunters. They hunt for food. They kill, they kill things, and that's necessary. Where do I get my hamburger meat? It doesn't
Mm-hmm.
come in the mail in a
Yeah.
baggie,
Mm-hmm.
So there's a humane way to do it, and it's not funny, okay, but it's funny. I've heard that mice and rats can't fart. And because they can't fart, it rips their intestines and they bleed to death.
Oh my
Okay?
gosh.
That's the theory behind it. So now, for me, I stick my finger right in that poison that I make. I put it right in my mouth, and all I do is burp because it's designed to make gas. Okay?
Right. Right. Right.
And you'll find out how easy it is when you watch that. But I didn't know how far I could go with that title, but I don't care. That's my new bumper sticker, remember? I don't care. Okay.
Yeah, and I can really tell that you didn't care when you made that thumbnail. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was laughing. I'm glad you laughed. That was worth it for you to laugh on that one. Okay.
I cracked up so hard. That was awesome. I mean, come on, man. It's part of our humor, right? I mean, it's funny. It's funny. I love that stuff. You
And
know?
guys, okay, when they fart, they automatically laugh. Okay. It's just,
That's right. We do. It
yeah.
is. It's hilarious. You know? It's
So
it's funny. So that
so
was
you came in
very
here to
fun.
talk about farts. That's what
Yes,
you're
that's what I did. I came in here
that's what you
specifically to talk
to
about
talk.
farts. That's all I want to talk about tonight. So but I wanted to, in all
Wait a minute.
seriousness,
What
what?
kind of work are you in? What's your line of work?
What do you mean?
What is your work? What kind of work do you do during the day?
I work with really screwed up people.
And you came in here to talk about.
Well, I just thought, why end my day now?
I'm
Why
teasing
not
the
just
hell out of
end it
you.
out
I know
with
that.
Peter? You know?
I'm
Why
glad
not?
you're here. I better check if anybody else came in. No, I love it when you get on.
Well,
People like
I
you
really
better than
did.
me. Okay, honestly, they like you better than me.
Oh yeah, no,
When
Peter,
you
come on.
when
Okay,
no wait
thank
wait
you,
wait
thank
when
you.
you're on, you get
Mm.
the accolades. Okay,
Okay. Well, that's because
wait. It's not because you're more handsome than me, because you're not. It's not because you know you're smarter than me, because you're
uh,
not. It's just got to be that very smooth.
love those
Uh,
compliments, man. Wow.
you know. Well, we basically have a friendship where we can do this. So, the guys, don't
Yeah,
do this at home, honestly,
yeah,
because
yeah. Right. Yeah.
if a person can't take it, don't do it.
Yeah,
Okay.
learn from Peter. That's not the way to come. I'm just saying, everybody, don't be doing what he's doing right now. That is not the
Uh,
way to do it. Just saying.
all right, let me let you take over for a second. Go
No,
ahead.
I really wanted to come on tonight and just say you're doing a heck of a job on your Patreon. I mean, that's pretty awesome stuff. I just wanted to really affirm your work there. You're looks like you're having fun. I think that's kind of what I'm connecting with. It really looks like you're having fun with that.
That's good because I am having fun, and as long
Yeah.
as I'm having fun, it'll come through. So one day I could be talking about cameras, I could be
Yeah.
talking about this Fuji lens,
Hmm.
okay, or I could be talking about making ice cream or in farts. Okay, two different topics, by the way, guys. They're not the same topic.
Not the same topic. No.
No,
No. So, I mean, what what has motivated you, Peter? What do you feel like is the motivation behind this? Because it just seems like you're really doing a lot more now on Patreon. You're producing a lot more content. Was there what was that all about?
I'm having fun, Carlos.
Just having
That's what's
fun. Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay. Yeah.
uh, if I felt that pressure and stuff, that would probably change. But
Okay.
I grab the camera, and again, I'll say this just to make sure people understand.
Yeah.
When I say I don't care, that doesn't mean I'm being a louse. It doesn't
Yeah.
mean I'm being a bad guy. That
Mhm.
means I'm not paying attention to all the things that can make me not make the video. That's what the I
Mhm.
don't care means. So
Yeah.
I will grab, like Randy sent me, excuse me, I burped and I don't care. Okay. Randy sent me this, I don't even know what this is, ZV1 Mark II.
Mhm.
I'll just grab it. When you flip it, it turns on by itself. Okay.
Mhm.
And I've started videos that say, "Hi, Carlos." It
Mhm.
doesn't matter if I'm talking to one person for a reason
Right. Right.
or anything. And the people are just along for the ride.
Mhm.
I'm very respectful. I'm not, rude or anything. I
Yeah.
try to stay off my high horse, which I can get on sometimes, and just make it fun. So, and I give myself on the weekends a break. That's why I call it almost daily blogs, because it's not every
Yeah.
single day.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there is
It's
something
very
on my
cool.
mind I want to shoot back at you.
What's
Okay.
that?
Uh, I'm probably not a good fit, but if you want me to come on your show anytime, just say the word.
Okay. Yeah.
In
That's
case you
awesome.
need a verbal invitation, if you need it in writing, you
Mhm.
know, I would be
Okay.
because you would get a layman's screwed up point of view. I'm not anything like that friend that you got that's very smart. I've watched him with a little different angle, and I like the guy. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
and
We're
so
we're 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 taking a break for the summer, so that's kind of where we're at now.
that's the
That's
time for me to be on
there you go. Huh? I got to do a summer series. A
when
summer
no one's
series with you,
watching.
Greg. Right.
All right, so I
Um,
get the impression you're itching to get out of there and go home. Meg is probably, where is he? Where is he?
you kind
I
of see
have
it
the
gets
green tea ready and you're not here.
yeah. Yeah, it's getting dark. It's getting a little dark now outside. You kind of see
Oh, that's
that,
right. You're 3 hours. Okay.
but um, yeah, and Peter, on a technical note, I haven't done this before. What I've done recently is I've updated. Some of the guys in the room may have done this already, but I I'm still using with so much of my gear I've not updated. The latest camera I've ever got was a ZV-E10. But I'm still using my EOS Rs. I've got a couple of those, some M6 Mark IIs, and but you know what I did with my EOS R recently is I've recently put it in here, and this I'm on the camera actually right now. But what I've done is, if you can see on my videos, I've actually upped the production of it a little bit because I'm now I've had this together. I just haven't ever utilized this very much, but I did get a Metabone speed booster from the EOS R
Mm-hmm.
because I want to be able to shoot in 4K with less crop. So the Metabones really makes it. I mean, it basically takes your EF lenses, and allows them to be now full frame in 4K, basically, right? So I am on my Sigma 18 to 35 art lens with the Metabone speed booster on there. It seems to be tracking well. It seems to be focusing well. But I'm going through, like, whenever I want to stream, I'm streaming through my Atomos Ninja V. And so right now, like when I'm recording now, I'm recording in true 10-bit 422 now out of my EOS R, and it's awesome.
Yeah, when you record to the Ninja,
Yep,
or even go through the Ninja,
yep.
it kind of swells in terms of quality. It's
Oh,
better all the way around.
it
Even
totally
your
does.
audio will be raised up a
It's
level.
so, like, right now I'm in log, right? I don't shoot. I mean, this is log right here. I've not done anything to it. Um, it's kind of, I feel like I'm maximizing. I think this is what I always like to tell people too is don't move
You
on
have
until
you have a LUT
maybe
running.
what's that? No,
You have a That's log without a LUT.
this is log without a let.
Well, can I just say this with love?
Hmm.
Something's not right.
Okay. Well, people have told me that before, that I'm not right.
No,
So
I don't mean this with a. I'm saying it's not right because it it should not look like a finished product if you're shooting log.
well,
So
I don't know if you
I'm
can
wondering
see.
if you're actually pumping log through and you think you are and you're not. Is that a
Well,
TV to your left side?
what's that?
Is that a TV screen to your left side?
That is my monitor. Yeah, that's my monitor.
That's too much color for log.
I don't know that. I mean, if I took log off, you would see. You know what I'm actually looking at right now on my computer? I'm actually running the Canon software, right? So I can actually see it right here. Okay, let me talk about that for a minute. The other thing is that, let me just finish off with the Metabones. Is it brings my f-stop down from basically, I can go down to 1.2, right? So a whole other stop
Right.
basically. So it brings in a lot more light. I'm at 400 ISO right now, which is really the ideal for the EOS
Are
R.
you at 1.4?
1.5.
Okay.
So
By
I'm
you
shooting.
telling me your ISO, I could tell you what your what your f-stop is close. So
Yep.
uh,
And I'm at 24 frames, because this is usually what I'm actually filming in. So that's why it's in 24 frames right now. It's usually what I'm recording in. But so uh, I have right now, actually, I've been shooting in log and making some adjustments. Right now, I do have it in the neutral picture style. Okay.
if your neutral picture style is showing you as being active,
Mm-hmm.
no offense, just take this as a challenge. You're
Mm-hmm.
not for you to question. You're not shooting in log. That should be grayed
No,
out.
I'm not right now. I didn't. Yeah, you're right. I'm not
Oh,
shooting in log. I'm shooting in
I
neutral.
thought you said I'm shooting in log right now, and I'm going. That's pretty darn good.
Yeah, I think I meant to say that's what I'm usually shooting. And like when you see my videos, I've been shooting those recently. I've been shooting those log, and the Ninja V is really great because I purchased the H2 the codec, right, the H.265, that now
Hmm.
you can record into that. So I'm recording in much smaller files, but the 10-bit 422 looks really amazing, but I'm
Oh, it's
shooting.
rich. It's like the
Yeah,
ice cream that comes out of the Ninja. It's
it
that
is.
rich.
I think you're right. I think you're right. So I thought, huh, okay, well, why not? Oh, by the way, here's the Sunday. I'm going to be shooting a really cool video, and I'm going to be interviewing. I'm doing a little bit of shift in my content. I'm going to start interviewing some people in a very intimate style.
Oh
Um,
boy.
it's going to be very cool the way I'm going to do it. But my first person I'm interviewing is my wife, and so
Oh,
she's coming in her kimono. She's going to give me a history of her family who grew up in the Cultural Revolution.
that's
She's going to
cool.
talk to me about. She's going to talk to me about the tea ceremony and the connection
Where will
with.
that be seen?
So I'm going to put that on YouTube. I'm going to record it Sunday, and I'll probably get it out by Tuesday
Which channel?
um,
This one, the
on
Daily
the Daily
Man.
Man channel. I'm going to put that on the Daily
Oh,
Man channel. So
I'm gonna want to see that. Yeah.
it's going to. I think it's to be awesome. So I'm going to start creating. There's a channel. It's kind of messy interviews. It's called Soft White Underbelly, and this guy, he's here in LA actually, and he records. He does a lot of interviews with really hardcore drug addicts and people with real checkered lives, or people and not after. He records them during. So some of these
Hmm.
people you see are literally homeless. He's bringing them off the street and he's interviewing them. And if you watch his kind of interview style, it's similar, I think, to what I'm wanting to do. It's kind of similar. Um, so yeah, I'm taking a little bit of a shift because I want to add a little bit more of. I want to step behind the camera a little bit with some of the interviews. So you know what I got, Peter? I got the Glide Gear Periscope.
Oh, you did. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
How does
Because
the R? How does the R Canon R? Well, I want to make mention of the name of that camera because it's not the most popular camera on the block right now,
totally, no, it's not, not at
but
all.
it puts out a dynamite picture.
It
Okay.
totally does. Yeah.
Just look at this picture. I'm going to put you full frame for a second.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
All right. So the depth of field is there.
Mm-hmm.
The gold of the lamp bulbs are
Mm-hmm.
beautiful. The brickwork is great. That's why I got confused. I'm sorry about that.
Mm.
I thought you were in log, and I'm going that TV monitors don't look log to me. That looks
Yeah.
very
Right.
nice.
Right. Yeah. 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 It's. I. I think it was Potato Jet that I saw get on the Metabones a while back, and I had always wanted to purchase that and see how that worked on my R, and I just had never gotten around to it. And recently I did. I got a used Metabones from I forget where, but the scary thing was when I got the Metabones, I put it on my camera, started everything up, and guess what it didn't do? It didn't
Work.
focus. It didn't autofocus, and I'm like, I just spent $400 on this thing, and I'm pissed, and I was going to return it. But then I updated it, and it was like, oh man, that's all I needed to do. Update it.
It started
And,
focusing.
yep,
Well,
immediately after I updated it.
that's big news right there.
Oh man,
It,
I got scared. But when I looked at it, I got on the website and it said if it's not autofocusing, it's because you didn't update it. You got to update it. And so since then, it's been good with just about every one of my EF lenses and my Sigma lens. Like this is my go-to 18 to 35. I love this lens, man. This is a great lens.
it's a very good look that you've got going on
Yeah,
right now.
yeah,
The camera has seems to have behaved. I
yeah.
haven't really seen it have a little hiccup at all.
Hmm. Hmm.
So
Yeah, yeah. It's kind of just keeps going, man. And I'm very tempted to move into to the ZVE1. Very tempted to move that direction.
uh, are
I'm
you ever
just
coming here?
coming where, going where, going there.
Yeah, here. Because
Yes,
you'll be able to play with the Sonys
yeah.
because the Sony picture is harsher than the Canon picture. See, right now,
Okay.
Canon right now is doing a lot of beauty work to your image, whether you realize it or
Mm,
not. Okay,
mm.
Nikon
Yeah,
kind of
I knew
does that
that.
too. Uh, Well, we all need it, whether we realize it or not. But especially you. I don't know. I'm not saying anything, getting myself in trouble. But now I lost my train of thought. But Sony is much more clinical in its look.
Okay.
Okay, so the one that you're looking now is Eleanor. I've got the sharpness all the way down. Can't go any lower if I wanted to.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
You could still see the strands on my hair. At least I
Mm.
can here. Okay.
Mhm.
So it's very clinical. You might go like, "Whoa, I don't like this,"
Mhm.
But there's a way to tame it, and
Okay.
uh, I don't talk too much about that because it doesn't seem to bring me a whole lot of views. So, but there's a way to bring it down. So
Yeah.
get back to the Ninja. You got me excited that you're gonna get one.
Yeah, I totally, yeah, I'm convinced. I mean, I talked to my wife and I showed her your video, and you know how sometimes there's this little bit of this fear though that because we don't like clutter. Peter, you do a lot of stuff in your kitchen. Do you have good storage for all that stuff you have in your kitchen, or do you kind of just does everything have a space on the you know
The
the
stuff
countertop?
that I actually use
Yeah.
has a space.
Okay.
What do they call that? The kitchen graveyard or something like that?
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
I got one of those. Okay.
Okay.
I can't bring myself to throw it away. I've got a beautiful grill to grill hamburgers on. Hasn't been off the top shelf maybe in 5 years.
Hmm.
All right. I've got a salad spinner to dry your lettuce. Maybe 15 years is sitting up there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mhm.
so the actual equipment that I use to accomplish everything, okay, is the Instant Pot, which I loved when it came.
Right. I've got one of those.
Okay.
Yep. Those
I
that's
love
awesome.
that Instant Pot, and
Yeah.
mine has a sous vide setting to it. I
Mm-hmm.
use that more than the Instant Pot setting. Okay.
Yeah, I remember watching your video when you did that. I watched your Instapot. That's why I got one actually because of that too.
Oh,
Yep.
I feel guilty. All right. Then when I got the air fryer, it was ooh la la. This thing is like magnificent. I
Mm.
haven't turned the stove on or the oven in
Mm-hmm.
ages. Okay. But I
Wow.
don't have the little
That's
bitty
cool.
box. Like Sly
Yeah.
has got a little bitty one and she wants a smaller one. See, Sly
Mm-hmm.
goes from small to smaller. I go
Yeah.
from small to huger. Okay.
Mm.
Complete different directions.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I cook everything in that air fryer. And now that I got the Ninja, it is got a prime location. And that thought actually went through my mind. How long before I fall out of love with this thing? But it's that good. I don't see that happening.
Yeah.
It gives me the variety that I need to stay on my eating regimen. Okay,
Yep.
because many times
Yep.
I feel like, the hell with this. Everybody else eats normal and they live to 80 years old and then they die sick.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to avoid the sick part. So
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. 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 Because we like our. I used to do Tillamook all the time. I mean, that ice cream is the best ice cream in the world. I love that ice cream. And
George,
the
my brother George, just came home with 3 containers of Tillamook tonight. Now, here's
so
maybe something that did not come across. 3 scoops
and
and a half a cup of milk, and it's got a milkshake button, and it makes a
oh
milkshake where they comment every time I make the milkshake.
oh
So that
wow.
machine will make a milkshake, a
It
real
will.
milkshake. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it seems like a very powerful machine, but I love just for me, I mean, it's that really good, smooth consistency of kind of like ice cream that actually psychologically it motivates me a little bit more. It's more of I would say this, I anticipate eating my protein drink like ice cream than I do drinking it like I usually do.
I
It
put
just,
that on a bumper sticker right there.
you know,
Okay.
it's just it's a psychological deal. It's all in our head, and but it certainly it tastes different, not differently, but you know what I mean. It's that texture that we love about ice cream. It's almost like we're tricking our brain, into what's happening right now, but it works. And
I'm going to
so
blow everybody's mind right now.
okay.
I would say 9 out of 10 people that are listening to me are going to think I'm nuts, 100%
Uh-oh.
nuts.
Uh-oh.
Okay? The Bible says that they're in heaven, when we get to heaven, okay? Basically, they're teaching, I'm not teaching this, okay? They're
Mm-hmm.
teaching that there's no sex in heaven. There's no marriage, there's no giving of a hand or anything like that in heaven.
Mm,
And they've come to the conclusion that there's no sex in heaven, okay? And there's
mm,
preachers that will preach. And I'm
mm-hmm.
going, God never takes a step backwards. There's
Mm.
got to be a step forwards,
Yeah.
okay? Is
Yeah.
there somebody there with you?
Nope.
Did you got to go? Okay, because I know I talk a lot. So I gave it a lot of thought, and I said, "What? Now, don't anybody go in the gutter. This is nothing in the gutter. This is up. This is for real. Okay.
Okay.
What is similar to sex? Okay, but is not sex." And I thought about it for quite a while, and I came to the conclusion that when you have sex, you're dealing one on one with one person. You've got that intimacy going with one person. And if you wanted to get it perverted, that's where it expands into other things. I'm not going there, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So what would be to have that same sexual type of feeling that could replace sex? And I believe it's eating.
Mm-hmm.
I could sit and have a nice dinner with you, make all kinds of noises as I'm eating this food.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, Carlos, it's just like sex without the sex. This is
Mm-hmm.
magnificent. This thing that you cooked is fantastic. I'm sharing it with other people. And
Right.
even in the Bible, they would sit around having all these great big dinners.
Mm-hmm.
It's intimate. It's not as intimate as sex, but it would only take a few notches to get it there. Okay? So I like food because I think this is going to be the sharing part of heaven that will be similar to what we do with a one on one in sex here on earth. Okay? And that is my crazy thought of the day. All right? So when we talk about this ice cream that
Mm-hmm.
is so creamy, it's like I'm approaching, you know, the top of the hill there when I'm explaining the ice cream, you know. And I could do it with girls. I could do it with guys. I can do it with
Uh-huh.
25 people in a
Uh-huh.
room, you know.
Yep.
Can't
Yep.
do that with sex. It's like one on one. That's the way God
Mm-hmm.
designed it. You and your wife.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
So anyway, that's that. There was no charge for that stupidity. All right. But
Peter Gregg's crazy thought for the day.
there you go. But
Okay.
that's how interesting food is. I watch people eat. Like on Sunday, we're going to my favorite restaurant. We're going to have a Sunday brunch,
Mm.
and they will just go off the wall about the food. And I'm thinking, like,
Mm.
there it is. It's right there. The picture is right in front of me. You know. And,
Wow.
and I could see Carlos is going into a glaze. How do I get this crazy guy off my
No,
screen?
I would just say I really I agree with you. I think that I mean it's kind of interesting, just the way all cultures,
Share
they're,
food in a very
they do,
intimate
and it's
way.
very and it's in a lot of cultures it's a very intimate experience,
Yes.
honoring experience. Um, my wife is that way. That's how she grew up in her culture. So when I eat, because she loves to feed me, she loves to cook things for me,
That's cool.
and she will if she the thing that she always says that she gets the most out of is my reaction. It's like it just makes me so happy that and that's the way, when I go see her family, that's how it is. We're all sitting around together. It's a very intimate
Sharing. You're
gathering.
sharing something.
Yeah, and I agree with you, Peter. I think if there's anything here that's there in heaven, it would be this. It would be the deep, intimate connection of food, and not to mention what it does to your brain. I mean, that just
It's a
like
full experience without the climax. Okay.
exactly it is. It's like
So
there's a pizza that I will get maybe once or twice a year. I will get a pizza that's on the west side of LA here over near UCLA over there. And it's been my favorite pizza place since, I was, since I was a kid. I'd love to go there. And that pizza place is still there.
wow.
But when I bite into that first slice of that pizza, man, it's it is like almost an orgasm. You know what I mean? It's
It's
like
heavenly. It's
it
like,
is heavenly. It's just
yeah. See, I'm
everything is
trying
just
to
so
avoid getting into a dirty talk
yeah,
because I'm trying to associate sex with something else, which is a very hard thing to do. Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Well, you remember, Arnold Schwarzenegger back in if you ever watch his Pumping Iron movies, one of the things he says in one of those films is the same thing we're saying right now around food, but he experienced that with lifting weights. And he literally said at that time when he was working out in Mr. Olympia, he said, "This is better than sex. What I experience in the weight room is actually better than sex."
but that's still a private thing. In heaven,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think it's going to be a lot more open. So you'll be able to have crowds of people in heaven
Mm,
where
mm,
we can eat together and be intimate. And
mhm.
don't let, if you're watching this and you're laughing, don't let your mind go in a dirty mode. I'm thinking in
Well,
terms of
yeah,
expanding that sexual
yeah,
experience with other people, which is not
yeah.
okay down here. It's your wife
Well,
would get very upset, okay, if you
yeah, you're not
decided
you're what you're talking about, Peter, is you're talking remember intimacy, there are so many different kinds of
intimacy.
intimacy, right? And
Yeah,
just sexual intimacy is actually just one little component. There's things that we call recreational intimacy, intellectual intimacy, proximal intimacy. There's emotional intimacy is a big one, spiritual intimacy. Sexual intimacy is just one of them, right? But there's
right.
so many other ways that we can actually experience intimacy together. In fact, when you look at really healthy marriages, either they've learned or they're intuitively practicing a lot of those other intimacies.
Yes.
And
And
that
great friendships do that too, you know.
yeah. Oh, marriages are best when they're interdependent, right? When we actually
Right.
have friends outside of our marriage, and we're connecting with others and all that. Yeah, totally. It's so I wouldn't I agree with you, man. I don't think that's a crazy thought. It's like because look at how it's brought people together. Look at how it's such a beautiful thing, in the way that it brings
In
um,
some of the other cultures,
us together.
they will
Yeah.
use food to create a covenant or a contract between,
Yes.
you know,
Right.
this is something that is wider. I'm not as stupid as I sound. Well, maybe I am. But the point is, that's, I have not, in weightlifting, you wouldn't lift weights with 25 other people, okay, in a room and get that feeling.
Hmm.
But you would have that good pizza and
Yep.
share that, that feeling. And it's up here with your
Yep.
mouth,
Yep. Mhm.
And anyway, I think we should change the topic before I stick my foot in my mouth. All right. So I bet this is not what you were expecting tonight, right?
No, I just really liked the fart thumbnail. That's all I'm saying. That was my favorite.
I'm glad somebody got a kick out of that.
keep 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 putting those out there, Peter. I'm just saying. Those are
Yes.
great, man. Just love those.
All right. I think on that note, I think
Yes,
we can
sir.
end the whole show. You don't even
I
just have to leave. You can
no,
actually.
yeah, it's time for me to go. I'm so blessed to be a part of your show again, and thank you for sharing with us, Peter, the stuff you're sharing, especially on our Patreon. If there's anybody in the chat room that hasn't, or you're watching this, rewind or whatever, and you haven't not signed up and gone to Peter's Patreon, you're missing something. You got to go check it out because that's where you get to see what is it? I don't know. Full on Peter Gregg. You get to see
Of the
you
private
know,
side, like
yeah.
Lewis, Mr. Camera Junkie said, tell them the price. It's $300.
There you go. Come on, man. Let's support Peter. He's given us a lot of, I mean, that's stuff that's really great to watch, Peter. Whenever I get a reminder or I get a notification, it's like, it's, I know that I'm about ready to watch something that brings me joy because you bring a lot of people joy. Just your personality brings people joy. I think that's why all of us like to watch you, and tune into your show. So keep at it. I love it, man. Good stuff.
All right. So I'm not sure I'm going to have a live show Sunday
Okay.
because we are celebrating a birthday. It doesn't
Mm,
matter because I can do that same show on Monday. Okay.
okay. Yeah.
And you just put up a video a few days ago. Was it yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's where do we find that? It's right
Mm.
here. It's called The Daily Man.
Mhm.
I don't have a link to put it there,
Mm-hmm.
uh, but it's called The Daily Man. And so we both have shows. And
Yep.
then
Yep.
tomorrow night, Lewis is on. And that's all I can think of at the moment. I'm sure I'm missing somebody, but not intentionally.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say
Right
goodnight
on.
to everybody.
What's that?
Let's say goodnight to everybody.
Yeah. Go ahead, Peter.
All right. Thank you, Carlos, for being here. Love you. When you get home, tell Meg we were talking about her. Okay.
I will. I will.
Does she know? Does she know you're going to do a video with her?
Yes, she's getting her kimono stuff ready. She's getting everything ready.
And you're
so.
still alive. Oh, that's good news.
I
Okay.
am. Yes. 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 Love you too, Peter.
All right. Love everybody that's here. We're all one big happy family. Even when we have little skirmishes,
Yep.
we still are one big happy family.
That's right.
So good night, everybody.
Good night,
God
everybody.
willing, and the bridge isn't up. See you next Friday night. Bye.
Amen. See ya.